Cristiano Ronaldo has once again caught the public eye after posting a meaningful message about his future, following Al Nassr's recent 2-3 defeat against Al Fateh, where he scored his 35th goal of the season. Speculation has been rife over the star's next move as his contract nears its expiry. His Instagram post, which read, "Chapter closed. Story still being written," has been widely interpreted as hinting at a possible exit. The uncertainty has sparked widespread speculation, with several major European clubs being linked as potential destinations. Furthermore, FIFA President Gianni Infantino's hint about Ronaldo's possible participation in the 2025 Club World Cup has opened the door to a possible short-term move to a club that qualifies for the tournament. Then, where Cristiano Ronaldo will land next is a big question on the minds of football fans. One of the most talked about options is the possibility of his return to Real Madrid. This transfer would be a sentimental and classy end to the career of the megastar. He is recorded as the club's all-time top scorer with 450 goals, an extraordinary achievement that is difficult to match. The good relationship between Ronaldo and club president Florentino Perez is also a strong supporting factor in the realization of this reunion. Although Real Madrid is now dominated by young players, Ronaldo can provide added value in terms of leadership and marketing, strengthening his position as a football icon. Joining for the Club World Cup and appearing as a symbol of the club on the international stage could be the perfect end to Ronaldo's career at the highest level. The rumor of Cristiano Ronaldo's transfer to Manchester City is indeed surprising, but not without basis. Tactically, even though he is no longer young, Ronaldo still has the ability to score goals that can be utilized in Pep Guardiola's rotation system. Moreover, his presence will strengthen City's global appeal, especially in the United States market, which is their focus. On the other hand, Chelsea, who are rebuilding their identity under Enzo Maresca, could see Ronaldo as an influential figure in the dressing room. His experience would be invaluable in guiding young players, and his quality is still capable of making an important contribution at crucial moments. Commercially, Ronaldo's presence would be a big draw for the club, in line with owner Todd Boehly's tendency to make big breakthroughs. With the potential departure of Kylian Mbappé, Paris Saint-Germain (PSG) are at a crossroads and are looking for ways to build a new era. Cristiano Ronaldo's name has emerged as an attractive solution, considering that only a handful of clubs are able to meet his salary demands. Ronaldo's arrival would not only maintain PSG's reputation on the world stage, but also complement their attack line, which has recruited talented players such as Dembélé and Kvaratskhelia. Paris, as a metropolitan city that has never nominated Ronaldo as a player, could be the ideal closing stage for his career in Europe. On the other hand, the lure of South America cannot be ignored either, with elite Brazilian clubs offering the chance to play in the Club World Cup, an attractive short-term contract offer. Became an exciting day for the Indonesian national team when they arrived at the Bali United Training Center to start the training session. With the arrival of the players and coaching staff was greeted with high enthusiasm by the entire supporting team. Although most of the squad is gathered, there are still several key players who have not joined the team. Coach Patrick Kluivert confirmed that Eliana Reinders, Calvin Verdonk, Miss Hilgers, and team captain Jay Idzes will follow in the next few days. Kluivert emphasized the importance of the presence of all players to build team chemistry and perfect strategic preparations. With an almost complete composition of players, the training process is expected to run more optimally to face important matches. The atmosphere at the training location is increasingly lively, with the positive energy brought by the players. The coaching staff actively monitors the development and helps the adaptation process of each team member. Thorough preparation and team cohesion are the main capital for the Indonesian national team to achieve the best results in the upcoming competition. Thorough preparation and team cohesion are the main capital for the Indonesian national team to achieve the best results in the upcoming competition. All parties appear committed to working hard for mutual success. Arsenal have reportedly prepared a backup plan if their efforts to sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid fail. The Gunners are reportedly set to turn to Brighton and Hove Albion star Kaoru Mitoma as an alternative attacking reinforcement. Arsenal have been heavily linked with Rodrigo in recent days. The Brazilian has been a top target to strengthen the front line next season. However, the transfer process has not gone smoothly, especially after Xabi Alonso confirmed that Rodrigo remains an important part of the Real Madrid squad. However, the transfer process has not gone smoothly, especially after Xabi Alonso confirmed that Rodrigo remains an important part of the Real Madrid squad. According to Sky Sports Germany, Arsenal are now considering Mitoma as a realistic option. The Japanese winger is considered to have the qualities needed to improve the Gunners' attacking power. Mikel Arteta is said to be a big admirer of Mitoma's abilities. In the last 2 seasons, the 26-year-old has proven himself as one of the best wingers in the Premier League with sharp game vision, deadly dribbling, and above-average speed. Mitoma is believed to be a valuable addition to Arsenal. His ability to open up the opponent's defense makes him an attractive target for Arteta. One of the driving factors for Arsenal's interest in Mitoma is his more affordable price compared to Rodrigo. Real Madrid reportedly value Rodrigo at €100 million, while Mitoma is estimated to be available for around £60 million. This significant price difference makes Mitoma a more realistic option, especially if Arsenal want to allocate transfer funds to other positions. However, Arsenal reportedly have not made the winger their main priority. The Gunners are more focused on bringing in a new striker. So far there are 2 names that are often linked with Arsenal. They are Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres are the names most often linked with the North London team. Real Madrid's senior midfielder, Luca Modric, is reportedly going to end his service at Santiago Bernabeu and is now being targeted by Serie A giants. Inter Milan. Real Madrid is said not to be extending Modric's contract for the upcoming 2025-26 season. As a result, the maestro must start looking for a new port. Modric himself actually still hopes to be able to stay for one more season in the Spanish capital. Unfortunately, the winds of change are blowing too hard within Los Blancos. Carlo Ancelotti's departure further reduces Modric's chances of staying. However, the 39-year-old player need not worry because even though he was kicked out of Madrid, there are other clubs ready to accommodate his services. Luka Modric is almost 40 years old, but he still has no intention of retiring. Luka Modric is almost 40 years old, but he still has no intention of retiring, and Modric reportedly still has great ambitions to appear in the 2026 World Cup with the Croatian national team. Not surprisingly, the choice of the next club will be highly considered in order to support his personal mission. Staying in European competition is considered the best option. The reason is, Modric wants to continue competing at the highest level in order to maintain his performance ahead of the 4-yearly tournament. Madrid reportedly still has big ambitions to appear in the 2026 World Cup with the Croatian national team. It is no wonder that the choice of the next club will be highly considered in order to support his personal mission. Staying in European competition is considered the best option. A report from Fichajes said that Inter Milan had established direct communication with Modric's agent. Coach Simone Inzaghi is known to like combining his young squad with experienced figures. Modric, with all his experience at the highest level, is considered a valuable addition to strengthen Inter's ambitions in Serie A and Europe. Asukan Tex. However, he is not going to make a decision anytime soon. The main focus right now is helping Real Madrid win the Club World Cup. After that, he will decide his future. The main focus now is to help Real Madrid win the Club World Cup. After that, he will decide his future. In addition to Inter, Major League Soccer (MLS) clubs are also said to be uniting Luka Modric's situation. The United States League is considered an ideal place for veteran players to prepare for the end of their careers, but the league can also be a pretty good place to prepare for playing in the World Cup. That's what Lionel Messi is currently doing, and Messi is now playing at Inter Miami. Even though he is 37 years old, he reportedly still hopes to play in the 2026 World Cup with Argentina.